Hey, good afternoon, beautiful souls. Hope everybody's having a good life. We are on a Wednesday, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. About 79, 80 degrees. Perfect day, it's beautiful, feels great. We do have some warm days coming in the 90s, low 90s, mid 90s, which is great to me. I love that kind of weather. I was talking to somebody about ascending, how when we heal ourselves of the negatives, if we can make peace with whatever's weighing us down mentally, it raises our vibration. We are becoming our most authentic self. We're ultimately shaking off the world and becoming love. When you can heal yourself, you become at peace. It's easier to heal yourself the more you become at peace. And it's to a point where you don't carry any negatives. When I meditate, it doesn't take me long before I start to ascend. And I'm starting to maintain that ascension throughout my day without me even having to meditate. I've mentioned this before, but I feel that I could possibly fully ascend. You know what? And that may not be possible. I know that when you become peace and love, you're separating yourself from this world, right? Because that's what's on this world is pain, negatives. And you're rising above this world, this earth plane, because, right, the devil and his followers, they rule this world. They're the rulers of this earth and this world. And when you become at peace and love, it's an energy that you will carry with you while you're in heaven, right? It's literally like you're living your life as if you're in heaven, right? That's what you're doing, ultimately. I got some truck coming up on me. I don't know what he's doing. I'm seeing a color, a bluish color. But you're rising above everybody else, right? You're rising above everybody else. Most of the world is hate. They're negative in some way, right? And you're rising above that to where it's almost like you're in heaven. You're living your life as if you were in heaven, right? Is it possible to fully ascend? I have no idea. Maybe. I mean, I know Enoch, he got sent to heaven while he was still alive. Enoch was a righteous man, right? He was a very righteous prophet. And they created a book after him, the Book of Enoch. So he was an important figure. Did he become like God? Of course, he didn't become God. We can become like God. It's possible. I mean, it's very rare. It's possible. I feel that I'm becoming more and more aware of myself. It's going to take one small thing, one step of healing, whatever it is that I need to heal from, is going to take one small step to where I could possibly be sent to heaven while I'm still alive. I mean, when I meditate, I already feel like I'm levitating. I feel like I'm rising. I feel like I'm being sucked out of this world already just during meditation. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know. The majority of the world, because in the Bible it says all are called, that few are chosen, meaning there's not many people. And I've mentioned this before, there's not many people that are going to make it. Too many people are attaching themselves to this world. They can't let go of the things of the world. I gotta act a certain way. I've got, dress a certain way. Fix myself up. Older women are wanting to make themselves look young, and young girls are wanting to make themselves look older because it's the way society says. Young men are wanting to look tough. They feel like they've got to fit this tough guy image, and it's fake. It's a way of the world. I've been reading or listening to Corinthians, and I tell you what, that's a really good book. I mean, he speaks a lot about stuff like that, scenarios like that in that book. And there was a scripture I posted it on Facebook. It was such a great scripture talking about, can't follow after man or desire man and follow after Christ. At the same time, you can't do that. You either love one or you hate the other, right? It's not possible. I'm gonna go this way. I had set a couple quarters on some tombstones about a month or so ago. And I'm just curious if it's still there. I don't even know if it's here on this side. Man, it feels good. The wind blowing here, it feels really good today. But so many men feel like they've got to act tough because it's weak and it's the way society says they should be. But it's fake. You're living your life by the world. That's not how we're meant to be. When you disconnect yourself from this world, you start to ascend. No, this ain't the one. I think it's further down that way. We'll go by and look. What a beautiful day. Wow. It's a very old tree. It's huge. Very old tree. When you disconnect yourself from the world, ultimately what you're doing is you're disconnecting yourself from the world. And if you're disconnecting from this world, you're not following after this world anymore. What are you following after? You're not following after your path, your own path. I mean, maybe that's possible, but if you're following after hatred and gossip and depression, then you're following after this world. If you're doing the opposite of that and following after love, then you're following after the way of God. Right? You're ascending. You're always ascending. You're ascension. Like, this is where I'm at, right? It's going to happen in the twinkling of an eye. It's going to happen. It's got to happen. It's just a matter of time. I'm becoming more and more aware of myself. I feel myself weightless, with no weight. You know, negative energy is so heavy, and it keeps you grounded. It keeps you here on this earth. When you become in love, you become light. You lighten yourself up so much. There's no weight on your soul. There's no weight on your spirit. You rise. Is it possible? I don't know. Maybe. No quarter there. Huh. This quarter's still sitting there. I put this quarter here over a month ago. See if there's another one over here, because I did set one over here. It is gone. Somebody took it. And somebody took that one. But they left that one. I don't know if anybody's got a comment about this. I have not looked anything up. So I've mentioned this before, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I listen to the book all the time, the audio book. I read it all the time. There's so many scriptures that are falling in line with my life, and there's more and more scriptures that are falling in line, and that's a very good sign. I've been battling the last couple days. Sunday, I believe, was a really tough day for me. I felt myself battling the devil. The enemy was pushing hard on me, and he's still there. You got to ignore it though, and turn to God. But anyway, very strange. I woke up several times in the middle of the night, and God was speaking to me, like he was telling me things. And very strange, because like I woke up and it was God was talking, like I could hear him, and it wasn't an audible voice, but it was a thought that popped into my head, and I needed to hear it. But the problem is, and I wouldn't even necessarily say it's a problem, but the thing is I was I experienced this when I meditate as well. I could be deep into meditation, and God will speak to me, while I'm there, and then when I come out, I completely forget about what he said. I forgot what he said to me. Now, people are like, well, then, it wasn't God. If it was God, then you would remember. But that's not necessarily true, because I had mentioned before that it could be something that I'm going to need to later on down the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to have to use that when God says it's time. You may forget now, but there's going to be a time where you're going to need to use it, and it's going to be in your subconscious. It's going to be buried into your subconscious. So you're definitely going to need it. Just because I didn't remember it, I don't remember it now. I mean, I've had God speak to me audibly. I've heard that voice, and I'll be talking to him and not even realize. This happens quite a bit, and I don't remember. It's like I'm aware of this voice, and I don't remember. The big hawk's nest on top of there. I remember this voice, and it sounds like thunder, just like how the Bible describes. It sounds like thunder on the earth, but there's a voice in it. And it's peaceful though. The thing is, it's not aggressive. It's not scary. It's peaceful, even though it's so, thunderous, if that's a word. It's still peaceful. I was coming through. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like, I literally was just talking about what in the world? Like, I was literally just talking about Enoch. I don't know if you can see the name on that. That is crazy. I was literally getting ready to say that there's times that I walk through here and I'll see a name on his tombstone, and it's what I needed to see. It was very strange. I literally was just talking about Enoch, and there's the book. There's Enoch. Confirmation. right? That's crazy, man. That is so crazy. You guys just witnessed that. I didn't know. I've never seen that name there before, ever. Never noticed it. Oh, they got this open. That's cool. I'm gonna go check this out. I don't know if I should go in there though, but this is underneath that mausoleum. I'm not gonna go in here because, hello? Man, that is cool. This has never been opened before. Hello? Oh wow, there's an old wagon there. There's an old wagon. That's pretty cool. The Book of Enoch. I see the name Enoch. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm gonna ascend just like Enoch. Always stay positive. Always stay loving. Always stay at peace. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to where your thoughts are at. Pay attention to what negative is there. You know, what somebody said to you and it's bothering you. You know, a loved one who passed away, a relationship that's been haunting you because of the breakup. You know, search your mind. What is it that's bothering you so much? What is this that's weighing you down so much? And remove it. If you remove it, you must become at peace with it. And you lighten yourself up and you become more at love. All right, guys. I love you. Godspeed.